Gruden's a likable guy. I think we've always
So
known
likable.
that. The problem with Gruden is the
gotta
teams
win.
just haven't won consistently.
Yeah.
He's made the playoffs once. You know, he asked Tony Dungy yesterday whether the seat was hot, and it has to be.
Yeah.
If it's not hot, I mean, aren't you playing to win?
I agree with you.
Let's play some of Jay's post-game quotes.
Everybody I talk to who knows Jay personally tell me he's one of the nicest guys.
He seems
one
like
of the
a great
coolest,
guy.
down-to-earth guys. Guy you want to hang out the bar with.
100%.
Yep.
Well,
Everyone
we
likes him.
played a couple of the clips. Why don't we play what
But
he
you're
says
right.
about?
Wins and losses count.
Why don't we play what he says about Alex Smith in particular?
What did you make of Smith just overall, even though it was kind of short?
Who?
Just Smith. Like, what did you make
I
of
thought it was good.
Yeah.
You know, the first play was a great play. You know, I mean, you always expect the worst case when you do a naked bootleg or a keeper on the end. We kind of messed up the blocking there on the play side that he booted to, but he made a great throw to Paul, and Paul made a good job making something happen. And he made a good throw, a couple other good throws, and I was impressed. It was good. Good tempo.
Keep it going. He's got more thoughts, right? The next clip?
Next clip, he
got
talks about Byron
Byron
Marshall. Byron Marshall, I know you're high on EB.
I like
he
him.
Had the fumble on the kickoff
Wasn't a fumble.
return.
Wasn't a fumble.
I know it wasn't ruled a fumble, but
His knee was down.
Yeah.
it's fine.
Wasn't a fumble.
You want the guy holding on to the ball.
Hey, what
regardless
happened
of
to
knee
him?
down or not.
What happened to him? Did he have an injury late in the game?
Can't even remember what happened with him. Maybe a groin. or
Marshall?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
they
remember.
took him out late in the game because
Can't
he
remember.
tweaked something.
All right.
Is Byron Marshall okay? Just his leg?
Yeah,
Did
he
I
got
get
checked
that?
out. Everything's okay. Yeah, he got MRI or I don't know. They checked him out. He's okay though.
Yeah, know what he's saying. And then he talks about all the running backs. The last clip with Jay.
Coach, you had at least 6 different guys with a rush attempt tonight. What do you think of your running back situation? I know it's only the second preseason game, but you had 6 different guys with a rush attempt tonight, and none of them were Chris Thompson. Where do you see yourself by the,
Yeah, we're still in the process of trying to figure that out. Majay, some good looks. He got hurt on his first run, had a great run, 30-yard run, and hurt his ankle. So, and I want to try to get a good look at Byron, and he kind of got dinged up there. Rob Kelly got a few touches, and obviously Martez had a couple good looks. So Capri Bibbs continues to be consistent, and his job is protecting running routes and running the ball. So it'll be a tough deal for us to figure all that out, but we will.
Martez
breakdown-
Carter is the kid you were talking about from Grambling.
Yes. He had 7 carries for
They gotta
45
find-
yards.
He's
You know
tiny. He's tiny.
I'd stop playing him and just try to lock up a practice squad spot for him.
Martez.
Yeah.
He
Don't,
averaged
don't highlight him
6.4 yards per carry, but you know he mentioned some of the other guys. Kind of expect it to be a battle between Kelly and P. Ryan to be the
I think Kelly's the
first
guy.
down back.
I
And
think
it probably
Kelly's
is
the
going to be
guy.
They
Kelly.
like Kelly for
Kelly
whatever
gave him
reason.
2.4 yards per carry in
Yeah,
the preseason game, 7 carries, 17 yards. P. Ryan ripped off the 130-yarder, but it was just 1 carry. Bibbs had 7 catches. He was
Bibbs
talking
did
about
it.
Capri Bibbs.
Bibbs is good. He's got a
in
wiggle
protection,
to him.
Caught the ball 7 times, 47 yards out of the backfield.
I'm telling
Now, I
you,
only had-
Bibbs and Marshall, they're good.
Now, I only gave him 1.2 yards per carry, 5 carries, 6 yards. They didn't really show you anything running the football. But
We also
catching
had
ball in the backfield, you could see him kind of, look, you have to have somebody as a backup to Chris Thompson. Hurt.
who's going to
Small.
work at Lifetime Fitness blocking for him up front.
Thank you for changing
Right.
the workplace.
Right. I did that just for you.
Yeah,
They might
thank you
work
very
at
much.
the St. James, actually, is what we should be saying.
Right. Well, any of those places. Just don't say UPS anymore.
Right.
Fine.
We're going to change the cliche.
Somebody got all upset and was tweeting me, telling me he's got 2 buddies who work at UPS and make 6 figures. Like, good for them.
Right. Are they
Nobody
form-
said you can't make money at UPS.
Hey, let me ask you this.
No.
Were they on NFL rosters?
So-
I don't know.
Okay.
So
that
probably
was,
not.
That was our point.
They
Probably
hired him?
not.
We weren't saying they couldn't work and make money. We just said it's very generic.
Yeah,
It's
they-
very-
I
it's
just
always
say
stereotypical.
I
they're
don't
gonna
see
be
a
working
football
at
player
UPS.
who's in
Right.
practice one day
Or
getting
bagging
cut, and then
groceries
all of
at
a
the
sudden,
Yeah. Bagging
saying-
groceries is a big one.
Yeah, it's
People always
just,
say that.
you know, biomechanical engineer is probably not what they're doing the next day.
Probably not doing that. But they could be personal trainers at the St. James.
The other
Yes.
thing that's annoying too is
Coaches at the St. James.
right before I went to bed, I just tweeted, you know what? Not going to get freaked out about the red zone stuff. It's the second preseason game, but I saw some things that I liked. You know, I went to bed encouraged. And then a couple guys like, come on, EB. We're not going to win the Super Bowl. It's the same team every. And
Those are
okay.
the same donks all
I'm
the
like-
time, the troll.
I know. I'm like, I didn't say they were going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I just said I was encouraged. I mean, Jesus Christ, you can't be encouraged.
Hey, if they have 2 more preseason weeks like this, do you think you would change your prediction?
Maybe. Maybe they'll be a little bit better defensively than what I thought.
Remember, the Browns looked pretty good in the preseason last year.
Yeah.
They didn't win a game.
It still doesn't change their opponents. I still think their opponents are better than them, but we'll see. Maybe they're going
You got to kind of keep an eye on, too, if you're going to put stock into the preseason, how the Cardinals are looking in the preseason, because that's our first opponent. And the Redskins, if they're going to have a decent season, they have to get off to a good start. They're 0-4 in openers. They got to get that win against the Cardinals and then the Colts, because then the schedule gets really tough.
Yeah.
Schedule is tough,
I think
but it's a little less tough right at the beginning.
Right.